Everyone, welcome back to another lesson of English. And today we'll be studying a poem written by Sarojini Naidu, and it is called The Indian Weavers. So everybody would know what are weavers. In our olden days, we never had tailors or designers. We had weavers who would stitch or rather make our clothes. So this poem is specifically about the Indian weavers, and this poem will generally talk about the three stages of life through the colors used by the Indian weavers. So everybody knows who Sarojini Naidu is. Sarojini Naidu, she was a political activist, feminist, and the first Indian woman who became the president of the Indian National Congress. She was also an important figure in the Indian struggle for independence. Sarojini Naidu's work as a poet earned her a title of Nightingale of India. So everybody knows about Sarojini Naidu, and why is she called the Nightingale of India is because of her poem. She was a poet and she also used to sing. What is this poem all about? So this poem is a short poem written by Sarojini Naidu, and this poem consists of 3 lines. So each stanza has 3 lines each. The poem praises the weavers of India while depicting the 3 stages of life. Like I told you in the introduction, this poem talks about the weavers and it talks about the 3 stages of life. So what are the 3 stages of life? Life begins with the young age, which means a newborn child then becomes an adult, and the adult then becomes a old person, and he has to face death. So this is what is discussed in the poem. The poem is a discussion between the weavers. The poet questions the weaver and the weavers reply. So this is a discussion poem wherein the poet Sarojini Naidu questions the weavers on many things and the weavers reply. So let's see what the poem talks about. The first stanza. Weavers, weaving at break of day, why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. So the first 2 lines is actually a question asked by Sarojini Naidu to the weavers. The poet asks the weavers why they are weaving clothes early in the morning. So weaving at the break of day means early in the morning. Why do you weave a garment so gay? She says, why are you weaving early in the morning, and why are you weaving something so beautiful? The clothes are blue like the halcyon. So blue as the wing of the halcyon wild. Now what is halcyon? Halcyon, if you can see in the picture here, halcyon is nothing but a bird which is also called as a kingfisher bird. So the poet compares, or rather the color blue symbolizes something beautiful and precious. The clothes weaved by the weaver are quite special, and that is why the poet is curious about the clothes that the weaver is weaving. The Indian weavers reply, we weave the clothes for a newborn child. That is, they are weaving the beautiful dress for a young one who has just been born. So this stage specifically symbolizes a stage full of happiness, freshness, hope and beauty. So this stage where I have written stanza 1, young age, symbolizes nothing but happiness. So in this stage, there is no glimpse of sorrow at all. Okay. Stanza 2. Weavers weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage veil of a queen. So stanza 2 talks about adulthood. In the second stanza, the poet meets the weavers again, this time during the nightfall. So this time during the nightfall probably refers to the evening or dusk time when the sun sets and it is just about to get dark. Moreover, it is also time during which most of the people tend to get married. The poet questions the weavers again. Weavers, weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? So the garment's color this time is green and purple like a peacock. So can you see the peacock here? And can you see the plumes of a peacock which is purplish green? So this time adulthood is compared to the color purple and green. Weavers reply, they are weaving the marriage veil of a queen, thus referring to the second stage or rather the adult stage of life. During this stage, humans are more active. So if you compare the first stage and the second stage, in the first stage, humans are more dependent. However, in this stage, humans are more active. They love each other. They get married and quest for a better and prosperous life. The color purple and green symbolizes sorrow and happiness. And also it symbolizes ups and downs in life, which make adulthood bright. So here in this stage specifically, the poet emphasizes that without ups and downs, there is no life which can get better. Moving on, stanza 3. Weavers weaving solemn and still, why do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. So now in the third stage, the poet finds the weavers are solemn and still, which means they are sorrowful, grieved and silent. They are weaving something weird in the moonlight chill. White as feather and white as cloud, which means they are weaving something which is colorless and lifeless. The poet fails to figure out what it is and why they are sorrowful and silent. She asks them what they are weaving rather than why they are weaving. They reply that they are weaving a shroud for a dead person. Shroud is nothing but a white cloth which you put over a dead person and which is shown in the figure to your left. Thus, the third and the final stage is death, which is emotionless and lifeless, like a white cloud or feather. So here, death is compared to a white cloud which has no emotion, which has no life. That is why death is emotionless and lifeless. In this way, the life which begins with life, joy, hope, happiness, ends with sorrow and grief. This is how the weavers tell the poet that how the life begins from a young age, which is so colorful, which is so blue, which is so vibrant. Then it turns to purple and green, which is happiness, sorrow, a mix of both ups and downs, which comes to the color white, which is more emotionless, which is more lifeless, and which is more of sorrow and grief. So what are the key points that we have learned in this poem today? Indian Weavers by Sarojini Naidu sums up the life of human beings on earth in three main stages by using symbols like clothes and the time of the day. So if you have noticed, Stage 1 starts early in the morning. Second stage starts somewhere in the evening. And the third stage, where a person is dead, there is no time of the day given. So the journey of the life begins with one color, blue, which means joy and happiness. It continues with addition of a number of colors, green and purple, which means sorrow also enters into the life with happiness. Life is more active in this stage than the first stage. In the final stage, all the colors vanish away and a single color, white, remains, which means emotions are connected with life, and when person dies, emotion also dies. So can you see the three stages which is mentioned, which has been put up on your slide to the right? These are the three stages which every human being goes through. So if you all have understood the poem, it is a very nice short poem. And if you all have understood the poem, please go through the assignments. So discuss the various products made by the weaver in the poem. Very easy. The various products made by the weaver in the poem is he's made a white robe, he's made a blue robe, then he makes a shroud in the third stage, and in the second stage he makes a veil for the queen. Second question, the word in the three stanzas of the poem mention different time of the day. Complete the table. So early morning, break of the day. Late in the evening, what is it called? And what was the weaver doing? Cold night, what is it called and what was the weaver doing? Very easy to understand from the stanza itself. The poem reveals three phases of life. Fill in the blanks with feeling and colors appropriate to the phases of life. One is done for you. So newborn, we know the color blue. Why? Because it was compared to a bird called halcyon. And the feeling is hope and expectation. The second one is purple and green. The feeling is sorrow and happiness. The third one is white. The feeling is emotionless and lifelessness. Now everybody knows the present condition of weavers. We cannot see them. So use your internet and check what is the present condition of weavers. Express it. Describe in your own words the step or measures that can be taken to solve the problem of weavers. This is your personal response. Express your own view and opinion from the weaver's point of view and complete the following table. Now, the first one is done for you. Robes for a newborn child. Why did the weaver weave the robe for a newborn child? Why did the weaver weave the veil for a queen? And why did he weave the shroud for the dead? So what you think the weavers feel dash. This is entirely your opinion. Why do you think they did so? Pick out the rhyming words from the poem. Everybody knows and it is very easy. Make a word register for clothes, attire, dress. Now what is register? We have done last year. If not, the word register means connecting to something. For example, if I say computer. So computer, the word computer, the register for computer will be what is connected to computer? Desktop, keyboard, mouse, CPU. What is connected to education? Students, teachers, classroom, your subjects. So this is what is register. So here your clothes, attire, dress is your register. What is connected to that? You will have to write. Complete the following table. We have done figures of speech and we have done all the figures of speech which is mentioned here. We have done imagery, we have done metaphor, we have done alliteration, we have done simile. So from the stanza above, find out the example of each figure of speech. The rhyme scheme in the first stanza is AABB. Find the rhyme scheme in the second and third stanza. The rhyme scheme also we have done. If any of y'all have a doubt in register or rhyme scheme, I will send a video of the same. After seeing the video, you all can attempt the question. Thank you everyone.